Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is probably one of my favourite things to do. I did this in the summer, so I thought why not do it in the autumn as well. So today is all about capturing an autumn capsule wardrobe. Now these are things that I've owned for quite a few years. There's some things that I've reintroduced into my wardrobe within the last year or so, and some purchases or some things have been gifted within the last 6 months, but they are something that I have always had but perhaps just needed a new version of. So today is not about making you go out and buy everything that I'm showing you in today's video, but it's to get you to think about what trends and styles you actually enjoy wearing, and take elements of that and build your wardrobe over maybe the next 6 months or maybe over the next year. It's totally down to you, your budget, your style and how you like to wear things. I am a strong believer in making clothes last. I'm an advocate of restyling. That's something that I feel is really quite obvious on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me on there, please go and give me a follow. My handle is on the screen below. And if you do like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate you doing that. It just kind of shows me that what I'm creating is something that you guys enjoy watching. Most importantly, please hit that subscribe button so then you won't miss my uploads every Wednesday and Sunday. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So to actually kick things off, I'm actually wearing one of the capsule things that I believe should be in your autumn wardrobe, and it is of course snake print. I'm going to show you a little cutaway of what I'm actually wearing this with, but snake print has been in every single year so far for the last 4 or 5 years. This shirt, this blouse, is actually about 4 years old. This is an old shirt from New Look. It has just been an absolute staple of mine when going into the cooler months. Even the warmer months, it's that transitional print that you can kind of wear year after year, and I just absolutely love having a blouse in this print. Yeah, this is my first capsule item I think that you should have. Really keeping it in tune with tops. For me, this top has been through the walls. I'm surprised that it's still even white, if I'm totally honest. I've had this top now for about 6 years, no word of a lie. This top is from River Island and it is just a beautiful white kind of like mesh detailing with paneling either side of the top. Now I've grabbed this and I've worn this so much in winter. This looks great under like leather jackets, and it also looks great with blue jeans and black jeans and either like coated jeans. Now white tops are always a thing of a trend. Sometimes the trend will change, so puff sleeves are really in at the moment. I've actually got a puff sleeved blouse, but that is a shorter puff sleeve. But I think having long sleeves is essential this time of year just to keep you warm. Whilst this has got like kind of mesh paneling in the centre of the top and on the sleeves, you can wear like a little top underneath, which is what I tend to do just because the top of the blouse is a little bit sheer. But it's great to wear of an evening, and then perhaps you could even like chuck a jumper over the top that is kind of like a v-neck shape, so you can still see that you're wearing a beautiful blouse underneath. But for me, this is such an easy item to pick up. It was really inexpensive. I think this was like £28, and you just think about how much I've worn this and how long I've managed to make this last. There is some beautiful blouses and shirts in H&M and in New Look, so I will just link a couple of my favourites in the description box for you to go and shop. Okay, so next up is a couple of dresses. So dresses for me are always a thing that I like to restyle, rewear all year round, but for me, for you to have a satin dress or skirt in autumn is just so key. So I'll just start with the khaki one. So the khaki one is one that I've had for about 2 years now. I got this from ASOS. It's a maxi length dress, so it does come just above the ankle. It's got slits either side at the bottom of the dress, which you're going to be able to see in the clip. For me, this is a great piece to layer underneath but also over the top. And then if I just turn it round, most recently I received this satin dress from Little Mistress in the post. This was kindly gifted to me. Again, a very similar style, but it has got a cowl neck rather than just a v-neck, and again it's got 2 slits either side, and this is much more of a maxi length. It does come up a little bit shorter than I would like, so actually this is perfect for pairing with either sock boots or calf length boots or something like that. It is just a great item to have, and like I said, you can chuck jumpers over the top top of this or underneath, either way. Just moving on to a couple of things for your bottom half of your body. So now you may look at me with a question mark and think blue jeans, it's autumn, surely blue is just a summer colour. No, I think you're absolutely wrong, because in autumn we tend to incorporate kind of like beiges and browns and things like that. Blue is actually a really nice kind of like pop of colour to have, and again this would work with the shirt that I've just shown you, which I'm showing you now, and great to wear with boots or with trainers. Now, I don't think this comes as a surprise to anyone. I could not capture an autumn wardrobe without showing you a roll neck. So I have quite a few different roll necks, but for me, one that I love, kind of wear a lot in autumn, and I suppose even in winter, is a cream roll neck. Now, I recently purchased this from Marks and Spencer's. They do have these online and lots of different colours. This is super, super soft, and I think that's really key, is that when you're going to wear a top for a long duration of time, you want the material to be soft, and this isn't too thick, so you're going to be able to wear this underneath blazers and jackets and not get that horrible overwhelming hot feeling you get when you go shopping or when you're walking in the street. Like, I understand, I've been there. So for me, this is just absolutely perfect and can be easily worn with a lot of the things that I've already shown you. This was only £7.50, which I think is an incredible price, especially for the quality of it. It is such a lovely, lovely material. The only thing that bothers me about roll necks is getting makeup or foundation on them. I think one of, if not one of the most important outerwear items in autumn is really chunky leather jacket. Now, I had a leather jacket from Zara that I'd had for about 5-6 years, which we recently threw away because it had all come kind of like tarnished and weird at the back where it wore on my neck, so like the bits of the jacket were falling onto the clothing. It was a bit strange, really. So I chucked that in the bin after like 4 or 5 years, and earlier on in, I think, March time, I was gifted this, and I worked with Selfridge and I picked out this beautiful biker leather jacket. It is so warm. It is real leather, so it is obviously not for everyone. I know you can get faux leather jackets as well. Now, this is probably one of the most expensive items to invest in, especially if you're going to reach for a real leather jacket. This retails at £150. I know there's a ton of different options. I know Zara do ones for slightly more, and I think H&M do ones for slightly cheaper. I mean, it totally depends on your budget and what you're willing to invest in. Personally, it's definitely worth the investment. One that might come across as just super obvious is just a simple black jumper. Now, for me, I've got an oversized one that's got slits either side. This is a really, really one to wear. It's one that you can wear things underneath. So for me, this is a great jumper to wear a big old shirt underneath with a nice collar. And it's also really nice just to wear with jeans and trousers, and even probably with a belt as well. Like, I think that would look quite cool. I gifted this from Very Fine Luxury when I used to work with them 2-3 years ago. I think 2 years ago now. A black jumper for me is something that, when you really can't be bothered necessarily to think about an awful lot about what you're wearing, a black jumper is just a really easy one to grab. It looks great with jewellery, it looks great with belts, it looks great with studs, which is what we're going to come on to in a second. But yeah, definitely pick yourself a black jumper up if you haven't got one already. Okay, so coming back to another kind of layering and outerwear piece is, of course, a blazer. Now, this checked blazer was kindly gifted to me by my Selfridge early on this year. Checked blazer, I think, just looks so nice, especially with the cream roll neck, which I think I'm going to show you. This is just, I just love it. It looks great around kind of autumn and even right through to winter. I know a lot of people tend to wear like roll necks and blazers and then a coat over the top, which I think does work really, really well. I will link it in the description box for you if I can find it. If not, I will try and link an alternative. I only really got into blazers within the last couple of years. I can't believe it had taken me that long. I couldn't do a capsule wardrobe without showing you a couple of pairs of shoes. So the first shoe, well, is actually a boot, and it is a studded boot. So I know boots tend to just be an obvious, but they do kind of change. So like, for instance, this year a lot of people are wearing those like chunky plain leather boots. Personally, not really my vibe. I've always worn Chelsea boots, so Yeah, they're a leather boot, but they're not like super chunky. So Chelsea boots for me are a staple. Any kind of black boot, whatever you fancy, whatever your style is, it's definitely a Capsule. I have never gone an autumn or winter without wearing a boot. Even when I was little, we still had little boots, which is really cute. Just thought I would feature my newest addition to my black boot collection, which are these gorgeous studded buckled boots from June London. I was kind of gifted these, and these are an incredible item. I absolutely love them. So bringing back leather again, I definitely could not do this video without some form of leather trouser or leather legging. For me, I've gone for leather leggings. I got these a couple of years ago from Stradivarius. Previously I'd had ones from Rebellious Fashion, which were a bit more of a PU leather rather than a faux leather like this. These fit like a glove. I absolutely love these. This was such a reasonably priced purchase. I think these were like £17. I got them in a size 6, and they do come up rather big, so I think a size 6 is not normally my size, but in these leggings that's what I've got. Need I say more? These are such an essential for this time of year. They go with absolutely everything that I own. I love them. I will continue to love them. Okay, so another absolute essential is a beige jumper. So you can kind of reach for any kind of style. I've just gone for a kind of like funnel neck jumper. This jumper is from H&M. I got this last season, I believe, or the season before. I know they do one similar like it still now. This was only like £20, and a beige jumper I don't think needs too much of an explanation. Beiges and creams are still something that I tend to wear in autumn, and I think most people do. I actually think this works really well with black jeans, black leggings, blue jeans like I've shown you, skirts, dresses. It is such a versatile jumper, and I love a cozy knit. Who doesn't at this time of year? So one of the last items of clothing is of course another bit of outerwear. So for me, this Mac coat, trench coat, whatever you want to call it, has seen me through some of the best years. I've had this for about 6 years. This is from Primark, would you believe? It has lasted me well. It is a beautiful beige and nude colour. It does come with a belt, which I really like. It's also got pockets, so super handy. You can kind of spend very little or very much on one of these. It is totally up to you, and I know I keep saying that, but I don't think you should be kind of influenced too heavily by someone to go out and buy a Burberry one or to go out and buy an All Saints one. If I'm totally honest, this has served its purpose for a lot of years now, and this was only about £25 from Primark about 6 years ago. Whether you'd get that now, I don't know. I'm going to try and link some for you. I know a lot of people have bought the one from H&M this year. Okay, and so moving on to accessories, and I definitely think a black bag is essential for autumn. So I've decided to show you this one from June London. I was recently gifted this. I think this is the perfect size. It isn't too big, it isn't too small. It comes with a faux fur handle, which I think is absolutely gorgeous and probably more appropriate for kind of like November, December time. It does also come with another handle, which is just a plain black strap, which I'm going to show you in the cutaway. But this is one of those bags that you can just chuck on over your shoulder, or a crossbody bag over like blazers and jackets and stuff like that. And I think black is just one of those colours that does fortunately go with pretty much everything. I think this only retails at £65, but don't quote me, of course. I'm going to link it in the description box below for you. But if I'm totally honest, you know, you can pick up a decent black bag from like New Look or Primark or even H&M or places like that. And so the last item that I think should be a part of a capsule wardrobe is a pair of either calf length boots or knee length boots. And the reason why I say this is because it is a boot that will keep your leggies warm, but also look absolutely fabulous with a lot of the things that I've already shown you, and it's a great way to sing an outfit up. These are probably one of the newest additions to my wardrobe, and I was kind of gifted these from Quiz Clothing. And if there's anything that I can recommend out of that haul, These boots are definitely one of them. Really easy to wear. They're super comfortable, and I have worn these already probably 6-7 times over on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me on there, please go give me a follow, and you'll get to see the kind of outfits that I post on a daily and weekly basis. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this kind of video. I absolutely love making them. So if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button whilst you're there, so then you won't miss my uploads every Wednesday and Sunday. Please let me know in the comment section below which item of these you already have, or which items you're thinking about treating yourself to. And I really want to see ways in which you style this. So if you do buy any of these items or have these items and start posting them on Instagram, please tag me. I want to see, I would love to see kind of the outfits that you guys put together at home. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.